So we're here for the next 4 days, and the plan is to hit up the best roads and routes in this part of the world, as well as checking out what this iconic cycling city has to offer. The weather is looking absolutely incredible. Can't wait to hit the road. So with all that being said, it's time to ride. So yes, this is just another cycling vlog from Girona. And yes, I do know there's already tons of these out there on YouTube, but I couldn't come here and not film it. It's my first time, and of course, I had to bring you guys along for the ride. So we've only arrived here yesterday afternoon. I've not seen much of Girona yet, but what I can tell you is beautiful city, super cool vibe, loads of great bike shops and cafes. What's not to love, right? Day one of our end of season Girona trip. Just rolling out of town, heading towards the course. So far so good. Beautiful, quiet country lanes. Weather currently delightful, 17 degrees. Back in the northeast of England this weekend. It's going to be around 4 or 5. So this pasty Geordie is a happy bunny. I'm joined on the trip by my two amigos, DT and Marco. And we're here to check out some of the most iconic roads and routes in this part of the world. Rolling out to Girona, and we hit the first climb of the trip. The sand gravel from the Llagostera side is 8 kilometers long with an average gradient of 4%. The beautiful climb with a great surface, and the guides are setting a nice steady tempo. As we crest the summit, the roads and the views open up to give us an idea of what lies ahead. So a day's ride takes us from Girona, then onto the coastal road that we're on now. Spectacular stretch of road, hugging the coastline, winding up and down, incredible views. Then we head north up the coast, going to stop in a town for a car stop. After that, we're going to head inland over Els Angels, then drop back down to Girona. The loop, all told, 112k, 1600 metres of climbing. We've done about 50k so far. Been pretty beautiful, to be honest. Not much traffic on the roads. Like I say, the views on this coast road really are something else. absolutely epic. Views for days, proper cycling paradise. Day one in Girona, not a bad spot for our first calf stop. Bocadillo, jamón y queso, Fanta limón, cafe con leche coming up, DT.
Alright.
What do you reckon for your first day in Girona?
Beautiful.
Nice roads, are you impressed?
Not bad, not bad.
Marco,
Fantastic.
you been here before?
Once before, just for a few days with work, I did a couple of rides, not as far as this, but so I knew roughly what the terrain was like and stuff.
First time on the course road though?
First time on the coast road.
Spectacular.
Spectacular, has, yeah, probably underselling it.
What's on the menu, boys?
You name it, they've got it.
The cafe stop done. We ran up along the coast to a place called San Antonio de Colonga. We turned left, started heading back inland. For some reason, our Garmin took us a little bit off route when we should have gone up the coast road, took us inland, and we probably went about 15k in the wrong direction. All good though, beautiful roads, decent weather, a bit chilly, about 14 degrees, but not too bad. I'm going to share the routes for all these rides in the video descriptions, but for today, I'll probably share the route we should have done instead of the route we ended up doing. This coastal loop all in, door to door, is around 112k. It's probably going to end up being somewhere around 130. On the run back to Girona now, probably sort of 50k or so. A couple of climbs to do on the way. The last one being Els Angels before we drop back down to Girona. Not really treating this as a training camp as such, more just a nice few days on the bike, turn the legs, burning some calories and enjoying these amazing roads. This trip, it's all about the sunshine and good times. Over the top of the first climb, next one coming up is famous Els Angels, which then drops us down into Girona.
With the daylight fading fast in front of us, we rolled onto the climb of Els Angels. This one from the Madre side is 5 kilometers long with a fairly mellow average gradient of 5.5%. However, there are a few steeper pitches en route to the top that are guaranteed to test the legs. Bit of a sketchy descent off Angels there. The road was pretty wet in places, so didn't take any risks, nice and steady way. Rolling back towards Girona now. This ride all in is going to be somewhere around 120k, so not as far as I thought, but yeah, cracking first day out on the bike. About 4.5 hours of riding, full tourist mode, enjoying the sights, giving it a bit of a dig at Angels, nothing crazy, just to try and open the legs up because I've been feeling great today, to be fair. Day one in Girona, done and dusted.
Garmin like so that 19.
Welcome to day 2 of yet another cycling vlog from Girona. Clicking through YouTube last night and I didn't realise how many cycling vlogs are being filmed in this part of the world. So apologies if you've seen all this stuff before, but yeah, hope you still enjoy the video. Cracking atmosphere in Girona this morning. All the restaurants and cafes, bustling with people out getting the breakfast. Loads of riders, amateurs and pros, heading out to get the weekend miles in. Good vibes and good times. On today's loop, we're heading west inland from Girona. Just come through a place called St. Gregory. Not entirely sure on the route. Pretty flat, I think. Around about 90k, 1100 meters of climbing. Rolling out, nice flat roads, great surface as you'd expect in Spain. 19 degrees, not much wind, perfect conditions.
Buenos dias. Another sunny day in another sunny Spanish paradise.
I think we should spare a thought for our amigos back in the UK, riding in sub-zero temperatures this weekend.
Who? Where?
Such is the life of a content creator. I had to stop to adjust the position of my camera, not for the first time today, and I did shout at the guys. I guess they didn't hear me, or maybe they were just sick of waiting around. Whatever, the net result was they rode off up the road and left me with a pretty hefty gap to close. Challenge accepted, boys.
Couldn't exist. Perfect Friday, yes, you actually just the quality of the road surface.
After banging route so far.
Girones. Sorry, camp the way you said that. It was a little bit camp actually, wasn't it?
Cafe stop done. Stopped in the beautiful little town of Angels, Rockacorba. Cafe can let you standard fare. Back on the road now, 30k to go, running back towards Girona. Someone's been an absolute belter. Roads are unbelievable. As I said yesterday, this trip's not really about training as such. I haven't come in here to ride hard. Nice to just ride easy, nice and chill. Get your head up, enjoy the beautiful surroundings. These great roads and the awesome weather. Bearing in mind we're coming towards the end of November. It's over 20 degrees. As a rider from the northeast of England, that ain't too bad.
Time's the mark.
3 o'clock.
Time for a pint.
Time for a pint.
Is that what time it is?
Ching. Ching ching.
Guess that's day 2 in Girona done. Ride all in ended up being around 75k, so not the longest ride in the world, but yeah, great road, cracking weather, finished off with a couple of pints at the end. All in all, I'd say it was a pretty perfect day. Back with digs now, shower, change, out some scran. Sunday morning, 11:30, it's already 18 degrees, barely a cloud in the sky, perfect conditions for another awesome day on the bike. Today we hit the longest loop of the trip, about 130k long. Fairly early on we will be tackling the climb of Rockacorba. Rockacorba is about 10k in length, tops out just below 1,000 meters. By all accounts the surface in places is pretty rough, but it's an iconic climb in this part of the world and I'm looking forward to checking it out. Legs are feeling good, the vibes are high, everything suggests this is stacking up to be another awesome ride. Rockacorba straight ahead. What's the tactics of the climb, boys?
Steady away.
Steady away.
Como siempre. As always, steady away. Enjoy it.
First part of this climb, it's on 3-4%. It's a bit run now, pretty steady gradient, nice surface at the moment. So just kicked onto one of the steepest ramps now, which is about 11%. Yeah, and that road surface is getting worse. Last couple of k now, the road's just flattened off slightly. Good few k there where the average gradient is between sort of 8 and 10%. Pretty tough. This is definitely a serious climb. Side section falls flat around about 2%. It looks like it kicks off for the last k or so.
With the crash at the Alberto Contador Gran Fondo still fresh in my mind, and considering the state of the road surface, there was going to be no heroics on this descent today, and we took it nice and chilled all the way to the bottom.
Tough climb, I think that's one of the hardest climbs I've done. The grading never hardly eased up.
I've ticked it off, job done.
I mean, for me, if I come back here again, I wouldn't bother doing it again.
It's Rockacorba done. What did I make of it? Well, it's definitely one of the most iconic climbs in this neck of the woods. Definitely want to tick off. I'm not sure I'll be in a rush to get back there and do it again anytime soon. The surface isn't great. There's not much in the way of views until you get to the top. I mean, that view at the top is pretty spectacular, to be fair. And the descent, especially in the damp like it is today, super sketchy. Loads of broken up tarmac, bits of concrete, green moss on the road. Everything that you don't need on a descent. Got that one ticked off though, it's in the books. And now we're on this beautiful rolling stretch of road, heading towards the lot. Hopefully when we get there, the time for calf stop. Just passed through the town of Santa Pau, stopped for a calf stop. Well, let's just say the service was taking a little bit too long. It's now 3 o'clock, gets dark at 6. We couldn't hang around. We're going to push on, head towards the lot. Hopefully pick up a quick refuel at the garage. This stretch of road though, super grippy. DT definitely had the hurt on. Garage refuel complete, 2 Snickers, can of Coke, bag of Haribos. That should get us home. That road over to the lot was, yeah, pretty grippy like I say, but absolutely stunning. Just as we drop into the town, straight ahead you can see the Pyrenees, some proper big climbs. Slightly misjudged how far we've got to do still. Apparently we've still got to do 60k. It's 3:30 now, starts getting dark about 5:30. Best put our head down, start pushing on the pedals, get back to Girona. Oh yes, my morale needed that. After the climb up out of a lot, pretty much descending for 30k, sort of 50, 60, 70 k's an hour. Absolutely beautiful. Tell you what though, it does not get cold at this time of the day when you're out in the sun. Coming riding in Girona at this time of the year definitely brings you late and arm warmers. Boys are absolutely flying. Picked up a new member of the train on the run back to Girona. Riding pretty strong, more firepower the better. Cruising back through the streets of Girona now. Ride done, 120k in the bag. Absolutely belting day out on the bike. That last hour was an absolute smash fest, great fun. Thanks to our German amigo Frank. The extra turns made all the difference. If you're coming riding in this part of the world, definitely check this route out. It was an absolute belter. I was sure to leave the link in the video description. That's day 3 in Girona done. One more day left to do. think tomorrow we're going to chuck in a cheeky little Hincapie loop. We'll see you guys at sunrise.
Up bright and early to have a last day in Girona, day 4. Coffee in hand. This morning we're heading down to La Fabrica for breakfast. Heard really good things about this place. Today we're doing the Hincapie loop. Bit of a legendary route around this part of the world. It's got to be done before we go home. Taking the climb of Els Angels. I think it's around 65k-ish all in. Weather looking pretty decent. Bit cloudy. Hopefully the sun burns that off. Day 4 in Girona. Let's have it.
Out the blocks, left Girona, straight over Els Angels. It's definitely a better climb from that side. Descent was decent as well. Great way to start the ride. So yeah, this is our last day in Girona. This ride is just over 60k, doing the iconic Hincapie loop. Should take 2.5 hours. So it should be a great way to round off the trip. Head back to Girona, get some lunch, and we've got the delight of a 6-hour drive back to Santa Pola. All the kit I've been wearing in this video is some Spanish apparel brand Sirocco. Sirocco produce awesome quality kit at amazing prices. As a rider who's used to wearing brands like Rafa, Assos and Castelli, been absolutely blown away by the performance of the kit. If you're interested in trying some for yourself, I'll leave a link in the description below where you can save an extra 10% off their already reduced prices. So just riding back towards Girona now, enjoying this last few kilometers, this amazing riding trip. Reflecting on the last 4 days and thinking, does Girona live up to the hype? Is it really all it's cracked up to be? Well, in my opinion, for what it's worth, absolutely. Girona itself, such a cool place. So many awesome little sort of cafes, restaurants. The town has got a super cool vibe and a real cycling culture. And when you factor in Girona is right at the heart of all these amazing roads, climbs, it's no surprise to me that so many pros choose to make this place a home and so many cycling tourists come here to ride. So will I come back to Girona? Absolutely. I feel like we've just tickled the tip of the iceberg. So many roads and routes, climbs we haven't ridden. It's definitely somewhere I need to make an effort to come back to. It's a spectacular location to ride a bike. So how does Girona compare to somewhere like Mallorca? Well, I'd say it's a lot quieter, more roads, more routes, the climbs are as good. So although Mallorca is a cracking place to go and ride for sure, if you've been there a few times and you're looking for a change, check this place out. Obviously we're here towards the end of the season, so Girona is generally just a bit quieter anyway. The weather is a bit cooler, so yeah, if you're coming in the off season, sort of early spring, late autumn like we are now, definitely bring a bit of winter kit, arm warmers, leg warmers, gilet. But over these last 4 days, as you'll have seen in the video, the weather for the time of year been pretty pleasant. You can't complain. That's enough of the small talk, guys. Time to get my head down and enjoy these last few k's in Girona.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Finish the trip off on a high.
Yeah, 6k, like a 6k VO2 max at times. Whoa. Oh, it's tremendous, I love that. Last climb of the trip, bit of a tear up. You know it's got to be done. End the trip on a high. Now we've got a downhill run all the way back into town. Let's go. Cruising back into Girona town now. King Cappy Loop done. End of a cracking 4 days on the bike. 4 happy mammals, all with tired legs. Now we're going to hit up horse category cycling, get a bit of lunch, 4-minute drive back to Santa Pola. I'm going to sign out this one now, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, you know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video. Any questions or comments on this trip, fire them down below and I'll be sure to get back to you. Girona is an absolutely unbelievable place to come and ride a bike. We'll definitely be coming back. And if you get the chance, you need to get yourself out there. All that's left for me to say is thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you next time.